If you can predict an outcome, it is nothing new. This is my favorite quote from the book, Breaking the Habit of You. And the reason I wanted to specifically share with artists today is because I understand that sometimes it can get really frustrating to not want to work a 9 to 5 and just do what you love and get paid for it. And I also understand from a early 20s perspective where you just want to run away every single time something gets boring, dull, or you need stimulation. I did that a lot in my early 20s. I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I'm in my 30s, I realize there's a lot of reasons that I don't pack up my shit now. I'm in West Texas. I have a 50-hour week job. I live in a small town, and trust me, it is not my ideal place to live. But the reason I haven't packed up my shit and left is because I don't really know what other option to take right now because I could move to a city again. I could go get another job. But the thing is, when I think of the outcomes of these situations, I see myself right in the same place. Same scenarios, just a different scenery. And if you're wanting to radically change your life, you cannot go back to familiar patterns. So I want you to ask yourself this: can you predict the outcome? Another example I wanted to give, going off the topic I was speaking of yesterday with social media, is I also understand the frustration that can come with putting yourself out there day to day and not seeing results. And I had to ask myself recently when I got frustrated, I was like, okay, what is it that I'm doing? Am I doing anything new? Am I falling to old patterns? And I understood I was able to see it. I've been showing up on social media for such a long time, and I realized that I wasn't growing on Instagram and that it wasn't working for me, and I wanted to try something new. So I set an intention that I will try YouTube because it's something I've always wanted to do, but I've never fully dedicated to it. But as I started to create content again, I noticed myself falling back into old patterns that are familiar because Instagram is familiar. I've been on it since the dawn of it, since it was born, and it's familiar. I know how it works, but this YouTube, I get on it, I know how to search it, but I don't know how it works. I don't know. I'm not a seasoned YouTube creator, even though I've tried it, I've dabbled in it in the past. So I decided to recommit to this because I couldn't predict the outcome. I do not know what's going to happen by me posting every day on here. No idea, no clue. I'm just going to learn as I go. But that's me breaking the habit of me. So, what action can you take today that will provide an unpredictable outcome? Okay, lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. A big way that I define this or how I take action on this is I ask myself, okay, what is the opposite thing that I can be doing right now? So, for example, when I got a new job, I decided not to do the obvious thing of just going to like a waitressing barista job that would accommodate, it's a more free, flexible schedule. I'm like, you know what? I've never tried working a desk job for 50 hours in the oil field. I'm like, okay, what does that look like? I haven't been in West Texas for over 10 years. I mean, now I have. I've been here for three, but I haven't been in a small town for a while. I haven't done the YouTube thing. So it's like, whatever course you're taking now, what's the one thing that are avoiding or think wouldn't work? What I meant to say is usually the thing that you're avoiding or have fear of is the one thing that will free you, honestly. This 50-hour a week job has helped me in so many ways, specifically managing my anxiety and not be so impulsive. I know I'm in the right place and I won't be here forever. So remember to always have trust. See what comes up. See if that helps. And that's all for today's lunch hour. I hope to see y'all here next week. For today's lunch, I have a core power and a Allsup's burrito. And if you're not from like West Texas, and I think they're in other states, other southern states maybe, Allsup's, they have the best beef and bean burritos. These things, this and the chimichanga, which I don't get often, but if you ever come across an Allsup's, I 10 out of 10 recommend.